Welcome. Today, I want to explain a paradigm shift, what a paradigm shift really means. And once we say there's something paradigm shift, then it means there's old paradigm and the new paradigm. It's like a dawn of new paradigm. So we want to explain what that means to say a new paradigm, dawn of new paradigm, to say a paradigm going to come and there's a paradigm shift. That is what we want to focus on today. And this is from investopedia.com. This is from investopedia.com. So it says, what is and the title is, what is a paradigm shift? Definition, example, and meaning. And it was written by Adam Hayes, is the one who wrote this paradigm shift article. If you want to read the whole of it, remember I scan, then take notes from what the article says. So this is not the whole article. It's better you go and read the whole article so that you can understand it and examine using logic and reason and using the knowledge I'm giving you as what it means to say there's a paradigm shift. What the paradigm shift is like for today. This is in 2024. What are we seeing? What are the new things are we going to see emerging that will that are being incorporated, that can be incorporated in the new paradigm? And what are the some of the old that are going to be incorporated in the old paradigm? So the term paradigm shift, it says the term paradigm shift refers to a major changes in the world view, concepts, and practices of how something works or is accomplished. See, how something is work is or accomplished. A paradigm shift can happen within a wide variety of contexts, from scientific research to industrial research. So once there is a paradigm shift, it means there have been an investigations to say that these things are no longer working. Then need for some like in a now what we value more that is a paradigm shift is now changing, like in his scientific researches something is all the things that involves science. The paradigm shift is now is we are turning from scientific empiricism to rationalism, that is science of mind, while the empiricism it was also about it, science reality being the atoms. Now we are turning to uh, mind, that the matrix of everything is mind. So we want science of mind. That is uh, putting reason first, not senses first. You see, that is the paradigm shift that is being involved uh, in according to scientific empiricism. So it says paradigm shift in industry often happens when new technologies are introduced that radically alter the production process or manufacturing of goods and or services. These shifts are key drivers in many of the processes that society undergoes, such as American Industrial Revolution or the Information Revolution, CC 2000. So you can say now they are talking in the industrial revolution, coming of new technologies. So once we have said it's a new science of mind, it means even looking of the uh, scientific products, what they are going to be looked using reason first, not senses first. So we say if we put mind is the best thing, because than putting senses first, then it means once we using the science of mind, then it means the scientists are going to accomplish better and beautiful and bigger things than the technology we have achieved by today. That is what it really means. You get that? So it means there's going to be much scientific technologies better than we see today. So here it says key concepts. A paradigm shift can result after the accumulation of anomalies or evidence that challenges the status quo or due to some revolutionary innovation and or discovery. You see, but all the innovations, discoveries are going to be. So remember, all this is they are involved in old paradigm because about discover. Yes, a paradigm shift happen when there is a revolution, but the discoveries is all about observing something and how it was once worked, whatsoever. Right now, we want to examine things using uh, reason. That's why we say you have to use reason, you have to study mathematics. It's the only thing that is going to explain what the reality is. It's mathematics that explains the truth about the existence, not science. Science is said existence is all about atoms. It's the fundamental. While mathematics have proven that atoms are not the fundamental protocol. What is the fundamental protocol? Is mind, and mind can only be examined or studied using mathematics. So we want science of mind. That is a paradigm shift on technology. There is often resistance to a new paradigm coming from incubates, like the ones who are in the old paradigm. It's hard to accept something that is new, to accept that. Just think someone who was always using it assesses the need reason first. To say no, you have to use your reason first, not the necessary. It's like you are telling him something completely different. So there is always resistance, but because it's a revolutionary, it always happens because it's the only way it is. If it's the best thing, then it's going to be adopted by majority of the people. So according to us as a humanity, our avatars are also going to, we're also going to understand our own existence of who we truly are. Looking at it, we first have these avatars that have been here for long period of time, and we are also internal soul, and we are going to know what their soul is using mathematics, using the same reason first, using the same mathematics. While in the past we are more living, we are more in we think of biology, that is going with anatomy are the things that where humanity was able to explain their true self. But when it comes to what mind is, what they think they dream of, what are those dreams? It was hard because all the anatomy just explain what avatar is, that they don't explain our internal source, but only mathematics explain our internal source, what it is, what it encompasses. That's why we also call that a paradigm shift. The other thing is the belief system that we are that are on the planet are also going to be transformed into, like the religions. Or in our psychology, we all have the archetype of God and the Son of God, like the way in Christianity there's God and the Jesus as our messenger. For once we pray, uh, to God. We pray via Jesus, and God gives us the blessing. In Islam, there is Allah, and the messenger is Muhammad. In the other Hinduism, they say there are just many gods. In the, others, they I think Ibrahim is they also is a god. So in all these systems, we are no longer going to rely on a belief system. We are going to now discover true self by using mathematics. That is to discover that we are gods. We all that we are seeing is not some savior in the sky that have done it. It's our own creation, and we know that this is a shared dream. It's a collective dream that we interact in. That's why we say, don't look at the other the threat. Look at the other someone you can learn from. So the only way to discover who you truly are is only using mathematics and examining things using reason and logic. The other thing that are also going to help us enhance our internal souls now are uh, uh, the platforms we use. The internet is also going to help us source information of where to is where is going to be the source of information we are going uh, to use for our creation, whether it's in science, whether it's for artistic work, we are going to source them from the internet. And we say nowadays we are the body, the spirit, and the internet. So you can see that's another paradigm shift once it comes to our enhancing our avatars, because the avatars are enhanced only by the soul. By the soul is what enhances the avatar. So it really needs a lot of things. One is the what is in our psychology. So nowadays, today we say this our psychology. We also need to involve the internet. In the past, people were just having gods, are believing it like in God. Some they were having the what have surrounded them, the scientific scientific products of what is inside the house. That's what some, but they weren't enhancing the appetites that much. That's why we are depending on food. But you can see now, the if you just depend on food, what the other product, our appetites still didn't look healthier as we were supposed to be. Some were going to gym, but still more the appetites were not that much because the enhancement of the soul weren't there. But with the internet, the soul is going to also be boosted. And once the soul has been boosted, it means the avatar itself is going also to be boosted. So that is also another, that is a paradigm shift on our avatar. So from now, the internet is also part of you. Don't look, examine the internet, there's something different. It's the internet that is also going to help us project our even our internal subjectivity, internal consciousness to for creativity, for others to see. It's also going to be the platform where we can express our gratitude, our sorrows, everything that we are feeling for others to see as a form of communication. So the other paradigms are important because they define how we perceive reality and how we behave within it. Everyone is subject to the limitation and the distortion produced by this social conditioned nature. For, is, for instance, before Einstein, physicists took Newton's physics for granted. That paradigm was then challenged by the rise of quantum mechanics. You can see in Isaiah's first Einstein was the one found of physics, or where he was talking about the brainchild, but a paradigm shift happened and it was taken by Newtonian physics. And what have paradigm shift that have happened maybe 100 years ago is the quantum revolution of quantum mechanics, where that was that was founded by Max Planck, where it says mind is the matrix of everything, not atoms, but it didn't explain what the mind is. You see? So all the scientific investigations are coming from the quantum uh, mechanics. Mechanics. That's why we are having all the technologies from knowledge of quantum mechanics, but it didn't explain what mind is. That's why first, still more, that we're first using the sense scientific, empirical scientific empiricism, that is using the senses, then reason last. Now we have changed that. First is going to be reason. That is to say, first we are going to study mathematics. Once we know mathematics, then we are going to learn how to examine things using reason. That to say, we are going to make uh, more scientific equipment than we see today. We are going to revolutionize to our next step using science of mind, using reason first. That is, you becoming rationalist. In so doing, we are going to take charge of the environment, because it's also mathematics that explain what existence is. That is to explain where we are, why we are here, and what we are doing here. Yeah, that is that I wanted to explain. So on a belief system is where we say we once we discover who truly are and we are the creators, we are also going to discover that we are gods of this universe, of this planet and other planets in the galaxy. But we don't know, we are unconscious that we are doing all the things. Yeah, that is that for today. Bye. See you in another stream. If you have any question, don't forget to put it in the comment section, or we will communicate another time. That is I had for today. Bye.